Fanship Network, Blades, FT and Sheffield United 0, Man City 1. It was all about Dean Henderson in the first half.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Kept us in the game. Could have been 3 or 4-0 down at half time, really.
Dean Henderson, what a performance.
Yeah, I think we need to start looking for another goalkeeper.
Very quickly.
Yes, very quickly, because I don't think Man United are going to let him stay here.
How far away is Henderson from being England's number 1? That's a question I'm going to put right on your toes right now.
I don't think he's ready yet.
Why not? Why isn't he ready?
Well, I'm saying he's not ready yet. It's probably, when you look at the other goalkeepers, they're not doing that good, you know. So
he's getting tested.
He certainly deserves to be on the bench. Yeah, I just wish we could sign him.
Well, he's asked for the time being until the end of the season.
Yeah, but you want your own goalkeeper.
But you think
and he ain't going to get in at Manchester, is he?
You just never know.
There's 2 of them there on 5-year contracts. They love him here. You ought to come here, sign him up.
What about Henderson for England number 1? Would you say he's ready for that?
Yeah, I think when you look at the competition, the lad at Burnley's seems to be ahead of him at the moment. Pickford's playing for Everton. You look at the number of clean sheets we've got here. I think it's a difficult argument to see why he's not in there, and I'd like to say that Jack O'Connell should be considered at centre-back as well.
Fanship Network Blades FTN got a couple of City fans here wearing a big smile, but we're going to wipe that off. No, I'm joking.
I thought United did really well. Played well for most of the game, but in the end, class tells, doesn't it? That Burnley gets a chance, misses, Aguero gets a chance, scores. And that's the difference at the end of the day. I'm
going to be on Matt Burney's side. I think he was reaching for that, and I think he did his best as he could. Even just to get a touch on that.
Okay, I'll grant you that. So it's more about the pass. So then still about class. De Bruyne's passes on a sixpence.
100%.
Your passes on a tenner, innit? It's like
good display from Sheffield United. Yeah. They had a plan, they stuck to it. We created a few chances. But City also had to be patient, they had to work hard for their goal. And, unfortunately for Sheffield United fans, it was City who put the ball in the back of the net.
Yes, but it's not a bad result losing 1-0 to that team, and Ollie McBurney, if he'd have done what Aguero had done, we'd have been 1 up. Not that that's anything against him, because it was a more difficult chance.
100%, it was stretching for that winter. Yeah,
but at the end of the day, they've all played well. Henderson were brilliant again, and I think every man in that team could have been man at match tonight.
Man City had to wait for their goal, didn't they? But that's what it's about, that little bit of quality at the end.
Yeah, I think that they obviously showed the quality right through the game, but I think they know they've been in a game tonight. I think United shouldn't be disappointed with what they've produced. We had 2 or 3 chances, but Man City, obviously, as you expect, had most of the possession, and eventually, they brought Aguero on, and he does what he does, We
had a few chances, and on another day we might have converted them.
Yeah, another game could have converted them. Still played unbelievable. Can't take anything away from the players that played today. Just really, really proud, to be honest with you.
Couple of new faces in there, Besic, Sharp in the starting lineup. Were you surprised?
A little bit, but the passion that Billy Sharp got for Sheffield United in a big game like this, that's what we really need. Someone that can just lead and got the passion for the club.
How pleasing is that to see Billy out there getting the start?
Really good. There's concerns that he was going to leave, really, and see him starting, captaining, leading the line well, it's great to see.
Man City obviously full of quality all over the place. Finally got that ball threaded through, but Sheffield United still created some chances, didn't they, out there?
Yeah, just before they scored, we had a really big chance, but it's just their quality what's got us, really. That finishing touch, that ball by De Bruyne, nothing you can do.
Sheffield United had a game plan, they stuck to it, but not quite, but we still created some decent chances there.
Yeah, but the thing is, what you got to remember is, a few years ago, we were League One. They were winning the Premier League. You've got to see where we've come in that time. You've taken this season. Liverpool beat us 1-0 here. Man City beat us 1-0 here. If that's where we've come in all that time, get another couple of seasons, we'll be challenging up there.
They're doing fantastically well. You look at the league position, 32 points is it, I think, already. Going to stay up and like I say, building from there. So, yeah, fair play to United.
Proper football match. I think we should have drawn. A shocking referee, the worst I've ever seen in my life, but we should be very proud of that. They're a brilliant team. Brilliant.
What about the game? Yeah?
You know, it's a blessing one. It's been a blessing one. You know, we have to be big up to the keeper. CF3 outstanding. See if you get me. So, with a team like City, we can't complain too much and put too many pressures on the player. We have done great today. So, up the blades!
So you've just heard the views from some of the Sheffield United faithfuls, and what a great performance it was. And a special mention also for Dean Henderson between the sticks. Some fans think that's the next England #1. But Wilder's boys almost took the fizz out of the Pepsi. Fan Tube Network, Blades, FTN.